Hello and welcome to this edition of Minstrels on the Block, where we bring you the finest singer-songwriters and entertainment in the Valley area. Today's guest, we have Heath Williamson. Heath, glad to have you on the show, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian.
Tell me about yourself. Where were you born?
I was born here in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Nice.
1975. And my family has been on the same street for about 100 years. So
wow.
we go generations deep here.
Oh, tell me about some of those generations.
Well, that's my mom's side of the family. We grew up on 20th Street. I could be mistaken, but my mom told me that it's either my great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather, I'm not sure, was the first sheriff of Phoenix City. Ooh. So, didn't know that till the other day. So if you're watching, Mom, I hope I'm right.
Cool. So what did your parents do?
My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad worked maintenance for he retired at Dolly Madison. Mm-hmm. And he's a musician too. He plays in Blue Harvest. He's a mandolin player, guitar player.
I've heard of Blue Harvest. Never seen them, but
yeah. So yeah, if you want to know my musical history, I can tell you that.
Getting to that. Okay. Tell me about some of your dad's music.
I mean, he's a bluegrass guy, but my dad likes everything. He's into all of it, as long as they don't have drums.
As long as they don't have drums.
He thinks drums are for parades. So,
drums are for rock and roll, baby. So, yeah, as far as, I'm assuming that you picked up music from your dad since he played, or was it just a...
Yeah, my dad always had a guitar around the house, and when I was 6, I started playing piano, mm-hmm. and I played for a couple of years, and I didn't dedicate enough time to it, so they made me quit. Mm-hmm. And then, I think it was 85, I discovered Heath Williamson in the News, the sports album, and I think 4 had come out, and I wanted to be a harmonica player. So told my dad I wanted a harmonica. He got me a harmonica. I messed around with that. Never got good at it. I learned a couple campdown races or something like that. And that was about the extent of my harmonica career. And then 6th grade I joined the school band, played French horn. And that's not very cool playing the French horn.
I don't know, it depends.
But, cool. Yeah, I marched for 2 years. I played the mellophone, which is the big trumpet looking thing. And then I quit that and started playing guitar on my 16th birthday. Yeah, I'd been stinking out in the shed, playing my dad's guitar, which, by the way, he bought for me, but never let me touch it. It was a 1965 Gibson Melody Maker. And so, yeah, I went out there, I was jamming on it, and I finally said, Dad, show me some chords. So he showed me some chords. And then he finally showed me a power chord, bar chord. I was like, why didn't you show me that to begin with? That's all I really needed to know. Because the store showed me rock out.
3 chords and a lot of volume.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, why did you show me all these, hard chords? It took me, a month to learn. I learned that one in one day, and you could take it everywhere. Play anything. And so when I was 16, went over to some friend's house. Some guys I just met with a buddy of mine, and we brought a bass, and I brought my guitar, and they're all playing. They're playing like Metallica and stuff, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And later they told me, they said, dude, if you get a bass, you can be in our band. I'm like, wow, really, a band? I've only been playing guitar 3 months. And so I told my dad, I said, Dad, I need a bass. He's like, I had to talk him into it. I said, look, if I got a bass, I could play bass while you play guitar.
Yeah.
And he held me to that for a few years later when he got into the bluegrass, for sure. So I went and found a 1981 Gibson Victory bass the next day, and he went and bought it for me with a little Matrix practice amp. Yeah. And I was in a band, and getting a better amp for Christmas, and got a PA system to let us practice at the house.
Nice.
So I was a bass player that could sing, had a PA system and a practice pad. So I've pretty much been in bands since I was 16.
Wow. Because
I had that going for me. So yeah, if anybody's starting out there, if you got a PA and a practice pad, you'll always have a band, because that's 2 things you kind of need. Doesn't matter how good you are. If you got a practice pad and a PA.
That is correct. Send me your address. No, just kidding. So where did you go from there?
From there, after high school, I dropped out of college, dropped out of trade school, and then finally decided that, my parents cut me off. Said, we're not going to pay for you to go to school no more. Keep dropping out.
Yeah.
So I went and got a bass scholarship at CV, and I played in their concert and show bands for 2 years. Got my associate's degree.
Wow.
And during that time, I used to go. I don't know if you remember. Did you live here back in '95? Mm-hmm. Did you ever go to Hobo's back in the day? I used to. They had the open mic on Monday nights at Hobo's, and I used to live down there. And I was like 20 years old, going to college and playing, taking private bass lessons and piano lessons, and then going over there and playing with all the older guys in town. And man, I ate it up. I was just like had the eye of the tiger. Just, I'm going to play. I just want to be a musician. And so I learned a lot doing there and hanging out down at Larry Rose's shop. It was like Floyd's Barbershop on Andy Griffin or something.
Yeah.
And I learned so much just hanging out down there. And then in '96, I became a Christian, and so I was like, started playing Christian music. And then in '97, I started a little pop punk band called Jesse and the Rockers. And then, we was together 9 months, and we got a record deal, and we got signed, and we went on tour and traveled the country, and we had 2 albums out with you could go to the store and buy it. We flew out to California and shot a music video and all this stuff. And I was like, man, I made it. But we never made any money. But I got a wife out of it. Met my wife on the road, and so that was cool. Did that for about 3 years. Just lived in a van and toured all over the place. Wow. Then when that ended, you go from being this little underground rock star guy to working at Piggly Wiggly. It's kind of
anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's kind of humbling. So I went back to college and got a degree in biblical studies during that time, and kept playing music, as doing just solo acoustic stuff. And then I decided about '06, during that time too, in '01, I started playing the stand-up bass. I was at a bluegrass festival. It was just not really a festival, it was a picking. And they're like, oh, so you play bass? And I'm like, yeah. And they hand me an upright. I never played upright. And so I just started playing it, and I just never had to learn how to play it. So that's my main instrument now, is the stand-up bass. And so I started playing bluegrass with my dad, and did bluegrass for the past 10 years now.
Wow. Very cool. I'll tell you what, let's check this out, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey, this next song is a song I wrote back in 1998 called Alabama Christmas. And this song is about Christmas time here in good old Alabama and how it doesn't snow, and we like to go visit our nanny. Hey, Nanny. And let's try this. I've never played this song acoustic like this, I don't think. So it's Christmas time in Alabama. Don't think it's gonna snow this year. Build a dirt man and go visit Nanny and celebrate this Christmas cheer. Just wanna say happy birthday, Jesus. I just wanna let you know we care. I just wanna say happy birthday, Jesus. Just wanna let you know we care. It's Christmas time in Alabama. Don't think it's gonna snow this year. We'll build a dirt man and go visit Nanny and celebrate this Christmas cheer. Wanna say happy birthday, Jesus. Just wanna let you know we care. Just wanna say happy birthday, Jesus. Just wanna let you know we care. Let you know we care. Let you know we really care for you. Christmas time in Alabama. Don't think it's gonna snow this year. We'll build a dirt pan and go visit Nanny. Celebrate this Christmas cheer. Just wanna say happy birthday, Jesus. Just wanna let you know